name is Sebastian Larson, and tonight I'll be introducing Tony Black. Tony Black graduated from RFHS in 1999. As a Wildcat, Tony had an impressive wrestling career. He was the second wrestler in RFHS history to win 4 individual BRC titles. Tony was a 3-time WIAA Division I state qualifier and a 2-time champion, or a 3-time finalist. As a sophomore, Tony was runner-up at 103 and then went on to win 2 state titles his junior and senior years at 103 pounds and 112 pounds. After graduating from RFHS, Tony continued his wrestling career at UW-Madison, where he studied kinesiology. I've been working on that all night. I admit, it seems like the sounding out part. Anyways, as a Badger, Tony was a 4-year starter and recorded 78 wins at 125 pounds. During his senior season at Madison, Tony led the team in pins, was voted team MVP, and earned All-American honors by placing 5th at the NCAA tournament. Off the mat, Tony excelled academically, being the valedictorian of his 1999 class, and having perfect attendance from grades 9 through 12. After finishing his wrestling career, Tony became an assistant coach for the Badgers for 3 years before taking a position at USA Wrestling in 2006, where he has been since. In 2010, Tony was selected by the U.S. Olympic Committee to aid the Olympic movement in spreading the growth of wrestling and increasing the participation worldwide. He played a role in saving Olympic wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome Tony Black to the Wildcat Hall of Fame.
I don't know where she went, but Leah, you set the bar pretty high by not having paper to speak from. So pretty impressive for someone who just graduated high school. So 2 years ago, I was in Annapolis, Maryland for an induction banquet, not much different than what we're at tonight. At that banquet, U.S. Marine Staff Sergeant George T. Manning was being recognized for his actions in the Iraq War. During his speech, Sergeant Manning said something that was so true. He said, most of a wrestler's success comes as an individual, but you'll never hear a wrestler say, I did it on my own. I'm the epitome of that. I've been surrounded by great people, great leaders, great coaches, and great examples since day one. Starting with my family, I couldn't have asked for a more supportive and loving family. My parents, my sisters, my brother, my grandma Audrey, thank you. I have 2 coaches in youth wrestling, Paulie Cutt and my dad, Dave Black. Paulie's in the UW River Falls Hall of Fame, and was in the inaugural class of the Wildcat Hall of Fame. For all his work as a leader in River Falls, in Wisconsin, and nationwide, my dad's in the Wisconsin chapter of the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. So starting when I was 5 years old, I'm off to a good start with the coaches I have. In high school, I was fortunate enough to have Dave Brambold as my high school coach. Coach Brambold, like Paulie, he's in the UW River Falls Hall of Fame, he's in the Wildcat Hall of Fame, he's in the WIAC Hall of Fame. Ron Monroe knew what he was doing when he hired Coach in 1990. So, 3 coaches, so far so good. At Wisconsin, my coach was Olympic silver medalist Barry Davis. Barry's in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. He's the winningest wrestler ever at the University of Iowa. So if you know anything about college athletics, you probably know that's impressive. He's in there at the University of Iowa Hall of Fame, so, right, another Hall of Fame coach for me. So once I ended my wrestling career, go to USA Wrestling, I've had 2 bosses. My first was a double amputee who received the Medal of Courage from the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. And aside from my parents, is probably the hardest working man I ever met in my life. My current boss, Les Duchess, he's one of the wrestlers that I idolized when I was a kid. He won NCAA titles at Oregon State, so Katie, your husband, you maybe have seen the banner hanging for Les. I mean, I'm like 15 years old and he has shoes named after him. That's like awesome. So he's hit 6 halls of fame, right? So again, the trend, more halls, more people that have had an impact on me. So I've yet to mention, I'm sorry guys, and women. All right, so I've yet to mention the most influential person in my career. My lifelong practice partner is my brother, Kevin Black. So a month ago I was in town and he said it so accurately. He said, I was Kevin's first friend. My best friend, I've looked up to him my entire life. I guess I'm taller than him now. But I couldn't have had, and I hope everyone in here feels the same way about their brother, but I couldn't have had someone better to emulate than Kevin. And if you were here 4 years ago, you know, right, Kevin got inducted in the same Hall of Fame. So, sorry Kev, tonight you're just Tony's brother. So, as you can see, I didn't do any of this on my own. I've been surrounded by great people and great leaders the whole time. All I had to do was just not screw it up. I think I did a little more than that along the way, but I hope that I've had the same impact on the lives of others that I've told you about tonight. Lastly, I want to recognize my beautiful fiancée, Ingrid. We're getting married in 3 weeks. And I'm telling you, she's the biggest accomplishment in my life. So I have this plaque, and on our mantle at home, she has an Emmy for her work at NBC. I'm like, that's pretty sweet, but so is the Emmy. Yeah, so what a great honor it is to be inducted in the Wildcat Hall of Fame. Thanks to the committee for the selection, but more importantly, thanks to everyone who's helped me get to where I am today. So once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat.